That was the best part. Right as the hill started, you go, "Hey, I think I can keep up with him. I think I can do this."
All right, and welcome back to The Price for Paradise. My name's Woody, aka Creston Woods, and with me today we have one of my oldest friends, Austin Tex Sigrist. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Thank you.
Me and Austin, we just got back from Montana a couple weeks ago. We did a bike race. We have a bike story to tell you. Austin, he's been one of my oldest friends, and we have, basically grown up together playing baseball, and now I work at the gym that his family owns, right? And so he's also a wealth manager.
Mm-hmm.
And so tell us a little bit about wealth management, what you do, and what's your day-to-day like.
Okay. That's pretty broad.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, big intro.
I guess the easiest way to say it is like we handle all things wealth for high performers, high income earners. So we consider ourselves the financial director, just kind of like the center of all of your financial stuff. Like right before I walked in here, I was discussing how to buy a home for somebody. I mean, that's, it's not, most people think in financial advising or wealth management, like all you're doing is just handling
like stocks and investments and stuff.
So we try and say, like, as the financial director, we're going to handle your risk management. So like the easy way to put it is, it's not like you're back in college with a frozen pizza and maybe some ramen noodles. Like if you get sued, okay, here's my pizza. Like you don't have anything to lose. Now that a lot of people we work with, they've built a lot of assets. They have businesses, they have cars, houses, multiple houses. And there's just a lot of liability. People sue all the time nowadays. So how do you protect that? You don't want to lose what you built, especially if you have kids, high school age kids, teenage kids. They're driving. Who knows? They hit a practicing, plastic surgeon that now can't practice anymore, and you have a $30 million lawsuit. So there's a lot more to that side of stuff. Is just like people want to protect what they've already built. We look at estate planning, so helping them transfer assets to their heirs, their beneficiaries most efficiently.
Like trusts and stuff like that. Like making sure all the money goes to the right people after someone dies.
Yes, that. Protecting it when they pass on. So like, let's say, a lot of people in their trust, they're like, oh, well, my kids, when I pass away, they're going to get it at 35 years old, and then they'll get all their money at 40 years old. Well, nowadays there's a lot of divorce. So if you give them their money and they divorce, does half of it automatically go to the, the other side of the family who's now going to start another family, and you funded their new wife and kids. So like a lot of families don't want to do that. As well as if their kids get sued, like, you don't want to pass it on to somebody and then all of it just gets taken from a lawsuit either. So like passing that on efficiently, but also tax wise, like how do you make sure that it's not just you anymore? If you're passing it on to your kids, grandkids, like how do you make sure over the generations are paying the least amount of tax? So that's kind of the two main things. And then as well as just normal asset management. I mean, we manage a lot of assets for people. So all of that encompasses in like, how do we build the plan to what you're trying to accomplish? And then how do we invest the assets? Like on the asset side and like planning side, we usually relate it to going to a doctor. Like you don't just walk into a doctor and they're like, you know what, Woody, I see you're here today. We'll just write you a script of OxyContin.
Whatever you're feeling today. Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It's malpractice.
Yeah, you have to assess
Never
and have a protocol and reason why you're doing stuff. And
exactly. So they're going to sit down. They'll ask you questions like, what hurts? Oh, my shoulder hurts. Okay. Well, what'd you do? Like, did you run into a wall? You're clumsy and you have a bruise, or is there no blood flow when you have a heart attack? Like totally different things, but the treatment is what we consider investments. Like, are you going to go to rest it because you're clumsy? Do you tore something and you need to go to, physical therapy, or do you need a heart transplant? Like those are all very different, but the start of it was your shoulder hurts. So figuring out what the diagnosis is, asking those questions to then figure out how to like do everything else.
Yeah, so basically you're like, a financial personal trainer. You're taking care of like their whole life and like life coaching.
That's one way to say it.
Life coaching.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing more than just like, just handling the money. Like you're teaching them how to handle themselves and self-control with their money and all that other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. All right. And then his family also owns the gym that I work at. And so Elevate Fitness, shout out, the sponsor of this podcast. Tell us a little bit about what it's like being like, a family gym owner. And I mean, you're like kind of the guy who's here doing it all. He's the guy that, like if you're locked out of your locker, they'll call you in the middle of the night and then it goes right to his phone. And so, or he'll let you in the door if like, your key card's not working.
Yeah.
But he's been doing like lots of like, pieces, making sure that the business runs, even though, it's family's thing, right? They don't pay you to do that. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart.
Yep. I get a free membership.
Yeah. I mean, the part-time part owner over here.
Yep. That's what I call myself. So yeah, I guess like what's kind of the
like what's it like, managing a gym? Is it everything you thought, your family thought, going into it? And then what are some of the things that are like eye-opening owning a gym?
So I don't do everything. I wouldn't consider myself being a manager, I guess, is one way. Like I do a lot for the gym. My family kind of just fell into it. It wasn't like my dad was like, I'm gonna buy a gym.
Yeah.
They're both CPAs. He owns a CPA firm. So it's something else that he does. And I don't know if it's exactly what we expected. There's a lot to it.
Definitely a roller coaster over the years.
Yeah, there's a lot that has happened that
we don't need to get into.
It's just different things. But the moving into this facility specifically, we had a smaller one, and the lease was coming up, and timing was right, so we ended up building this. So like we built this gym it was dirt before this location. So if we had to do it over again, would we do some things different? I don't know, maybe like on the layouts and stuff, but wouldn't know until you do it. And we've made some changes. Like we used to have childcare, we used to have different things that now is the Rejuvenator, the wellness center. So it's evolved over 8 years. I think we opened this in 2018. This location, this property.
I've seen this gym change so much over the years.
It's changed
for sure.
quite a bit. But I think like what I do, I don't do too much of like the books and the money and like the I don't know, like the marketing side of that. A lot of that's like the actual managers and the social media people. But my dad like will bounce things off me, or I'll bring him ideas, stuff like that. But I do a lot of like I don't know what you would call like the day to day, like you said.
The internal
people call
stuff.
me like the internal stuff. Like I'll fix things here and there. I can't fix anything, but somehow I figure things out.
And
like
he's always
not a handyman at all. But I just try and do as much as I can. I'll like clean things, change, I don't know, like the little day-to-day stuff, help with the TVs, the sound systems, all that, to just keep it kind of running as much as I can with the time I have.
Yeah, no, he does a lot, and he's always here training, so he kind of is like the eyes on the ground in the gym, right? You see everything going on. You're always, here training with us in the mornings and in the nights, sometimes in the mornings, because, he's been slacking a little bit lately, but he'll be here every night. So,
yeah, I think like, it's a lot of time. There's a lot. I mean, if you think about just like the small numbers of it, of how many people are actually here a day, I don't know. Like, but let's just say it's 200 people or 500 people a day. I mean, that's people in and out the door, like dirt coming in, like machines getting used, stuff getting misplaced, taken different locations. I mean, there's a lot that happens just because humans are humans, and there's a lot through the door. So that stuff all adds up, and like, I don't know, the little stuff just tinkers around you've helped me fix things and
yeah, me and Tex are the guys taking apart treadmills in the back, trying to figure it out on a YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, is that kind of what you're asking me?
What's it like? Like in that kind of like day to day for you?
I mean, it's really nice. Like it's a place that my mom works out here, my brother works out here.
It's like nowadays. A whole community for your family and friends and stuff like that.
Your family, so
my family,
a lot of I think why people go to gyms and why gyms are successful is the more like family oriented, like a lot of your good friends, like Colton. I mean, I've always known a Colton. Now we work out a lot with Colton. I enjoy Colton. Like he's a good
grew
friend
up
of
in the
mine,
community around you, but
so,
you didn't
like,
know him until we were like all gym buddies and we were all doing this every day.
now
right?
we hang out, like we'll do races together. So I think that's part of it. What's nice is like having that group and people that you're actually going to hang out with that have similar interests to you.
And I think that like Elevate is like such a cool space. Like we have a different kind of gym than you would see like in like a big box gym versus or like a small boutique gym. It's like somewhere in the middle of all of that where we have this independent trainer type style thing where everyone's like a different kind of trainer. And then we have, an athletic style gym, powerlifting, bodybuilding. It's kind of, a unique style gym that you wouldn't see very many places. Like, and it has that wellness center added on that, a lot of times it's just wellness places or gyms, and then now they're starting to, but you guys were pretty early on going all in on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're seeing other like EOSs and stuff have that. I mean,
yeah, it's the trend. Like,
trend,
obviously, but it's about being an early adopter and you're way ahead of them when it comes to like quality of stuff, like your red light panels and all that stuff, way better because you started earlier, right? And so you add little pieces on to the stuff and the wellness center got huge after, we remodeled it, a couple times. So yeah. And we have better cold plunges and, it just starts to get better because you started earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Elevate's a cool spot, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just, I mean, I enjoy the gym. I don't know how much my family, my dad, I guess specifically,
yeah.
He works a lot. So, it's just, it's a lot. I mean, it's 20,000 square feet of space, and we have,
and
I don't even know how many employees, but it's just,
you got to manage it. It takes a lot. There's fires all the time owning a business and like, you always got to put them out and fix a new thing. And I remember like when I first started working here, it was like, one day it'd be the steam room would go out and we'd have to call that guy. And then we'd be like, and then it's clean for a while. Everything, starts to run smoothly. And then, owning any business, things just happens, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's running smoothly until there's 10 things that break at the same time. And you're like, oh my God. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the main reason I got Austin here is because we did a not a mountain bike trip, but kind of
pretty much.
We did a road bike race up in Montana. We took a road trip with our friend Lexi. She couldn't be here because she's in Montana right now and still enjoying the nice weather. So she doesn't get to be on the podcast, but maybe one of these days she'll get back in the race with us if we let her. But we will let's talk a little bit about the story. First off, how do we do, Tex?
Not great.
Probably one of the most humbling experiences.
I think I did as well as I could have thought. I thought I did what I thought I would have done. I didn't think the other racers would have been as good as they were.
Yeah, you're like, I expected that out of myself.
Yes.
But
yeah.
We showed up to elite company.
Yeah. Yeah, it was full blown, I don't know. That was like their profession was racing, bike racing. Like,
so guys, let me lay it out. We show up to Montana after driving for 18 hours and thank you, Lexi's family, for taking care of us because they felt that they, carb loaded us with elk burgers and sourdough cookies. Yeah, it was the best, right?
Cinnamon rolls.
And so we're having a grand time. We're thinking, oh, it's race day tomorrow, carb load up. This is going to be fun. And we rented these gravel bikes because we're reading, our race day itinerary and it says there's gravel section. So we're like, oh, we need gravel bikes. Race. Yeah. There's like a ginormous section of gravel.
20 miles of it.
Yeah. And so we're like, okay, we rent gravel bikes. Well, little did we know that when we show up, we are the only people with gravel bikes. And there's a thing when you guys are doing like bike riding, there's clip pedals and there's flat pedals, right? And so flat pedals are what you're going to get on your generic bike out of Walmart and, something you can just get on and ride. And they're great for everyday riders. But when you're in a race and you're climbing mountains, you need clip-ins. And so all these guys show up with their $15,000 bikes and they're all souped up wearing their kits. Me and Austin are wearing
with like the aero helmets too.
Yeah, yeah, they have the aerodynamic helmet. It's not just like a regular bike helmet. It's like swoosh right back.
Yeah.
And me and Tex are wearing Camelbacks, and we're
mountain
bike helmets, tourist looking guys,
t-shirts and shorts. Yeah.
And these guys are like turning and looking at us like, who signed these guys up? And so we definitely look like outsiders to this race, and we were looking on the pre-race log, and we're the only people that were not from Montana in the race, me and you.
Yeah.
Lexi actually kind of counts.
Yeah. But we were, what was the elevation at the start? 4,500?
It was 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah. So we're in Phillipsburg, Montana, is like where we started the race. That's about 5,000 elevation, and over our race we gained 2,000 elevation. So that putting it at 7,000 elevation at the peak.
Yeah.
We did not know what we were getting ourselves into. So yeah,
which was just one climb.
So 5 minutes into the race, me and Austin are in last place, and these guys are like in their clipping, and so it's a gradual climb from the start. We immediately are on an uphill, not climbing a mountain yet, but it was just a gradual incline, right? And so these guys with their clip-ins are just flying away from us. We're just struggling to keep up. I'm like, Tex, I can keep up with him.
Yeah, that was the best part. Right as the hill started, he goes, hey, I think I can keep up with him. I think I can do this. You were dropped from the trace car, the trail car within
5 minutes. Yeah. No, I had no chance, guys. It was pretty comedy. Like I had no chance. And even though like for a second going up the hill, you're like, you feeling strong, but you're burning out all your sugar because you're just pressing down on your quads over and over and over again. And at this new elevation, we were maybe not elevation trained either. Yeah. And so another 10 minutes go by, and now we're climbing a mountain. And like
straight up a mountain
for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
At 5 miles an hour. And there's like, the cars are passing us, and then they send the girls' race, 10 minutes after? 10 minutes behind us. And so these girls start rolling through on the mountain. And then they're all just like, zoom, zoom. And they're like, good job. And I'm like, oh my gosh. These girls are just pass. No Lexi, but no. Everyone else. And then, so all these girls pass, and I'm like, oh no, I don't even see Tex in the distance. But once we get to the top of the hill, like the downhills, we had fun. Like I was going fast. I was going like 40 miles an hour. I think I was catching people, and I was catching the girls. So I wasn't like completely slow when it came to the downhills. It just, when we got to the uphills, there was no chance.
Them. It's not skill. It's not like,
this is 200 pounds on a bike versus 130 pounds on a bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm a better downhill athlete because I'm heavier. Thanks for bringing me down a notch. I need that. Just like this whole race, we got humbled pretty heavily.
I was blown from the girls just halfway through the hill.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. And then I think Lexi was just starting the bottom of the hill. I was like, oh, maybe she's like gonna keep up to me. And then by the time I got to the top of the hill, I was like, maybe I'll wait for her and then have somebody to ride with. Couldn't even see her either.
Yeah.
So like the hill just destroyed us.
The hill was mean. Montana hills Arizona is so flat. We've been riding around Teppytown Lake and like doing stuff like that. And like
legit mountain.
Yeah, we did 50 miles the other day around Teppytown Lake, and it was like super easy. We could have like we needed one water bottle.
Yeah.
That mountain climb for our 41-mile mountain climb was so intense, and
also
there was also we didn't bring enough salt or carbs. Could have managed that a little bit better as well.
Yeah.
But the race, on the bright side, Montana is one of the most beautiful places in the summertime. I mean, there's nature everywhere. We saw, thousands of animals throughout our trip, and the wildlife is just unbelievable. I don't know how it is in the wintertime, but I like Montana in the summertime.
I think it's a different state.
Yeah. I don't want to know. But what we did for that race was amazing.
Yeah. I actually got passed by the pro doing 82 miles before I finished.
Yeah, this guy. So I turn around and I finished, and I go for a little run to try to increase mileage, because I thought we were gonna do 80 miles, but we weren't gonna do 80 miles that day. So I went for a little jog, and I come back, and this guy's coming in hot, and I'm like, oh, Tex is finishing. Not Tex. This guy was going blazing fast uphill into the finish line. No one near him.
Yeah,
by himself.
He had doubled our race.
Yeah, and so we looked at the stats. We were riding about 14 miles an hour on average over the whole race, and he was riding 24 over the whole race. So he was
close.
He was flying uphill.
We were in the same category.
And it was pretty incredible. The second and third place guys raced it out to the finish, and that was fun to watch. But one of the guys couldn't keep up, and his buddy took him right
also
there with the last. And yeah, so there were some elite athletes in this race, and showing up with the wrong gear only making it more humbling.
Yeah,
to say the least.
How much behind we were.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think I finished 10 minutes past the last place guy in front of me. And so, but again, yeah, overall race thoughts, like, did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a ton of fun. I probably would have, to do it again, trained a little bit. That would have helped.
Yeah, I sometimes force my friends to just do races because I know they can do them. Not to say that you should do things untrained, but he's a strong biker and he's done races before, so I know at least he had it in the bag. And he does come to my workout class at night, so he has some sort of cardio.
Yeah, I mean, it was doable, but definitely not easy.
And so after,
I would do it again.
Yeah, I
enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun. It was truly just on a bike ride of our own. Like, I didn't see a single person until I got blown by the first place guy doing the 82 miles.
Yeah, so guys, we were on a fun ride and they were racing. And then so we had a great time. But
yeah, just out in the back country of Montana for 2.5 hours. I mean, I don't know what, because I think after the first 40 minutes of the hill climb, I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, it's pretty separated when you get into these kinds of races, and yeah, I do enjoy the bike race because it is like just a scenic ride.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty small race though. Like in total, there was 32
people.
32 people. Like it wasn't a big race. It was just an hour outside of Missoula in Montana. Like it's a smaller area. It's not like a Phoenix race that there's 2,000 people. So,
and to Lexi's credit, she did win some prize money. She took 5th place of 5. And so they gave her like $25 and bought our after race beers because we all took dead last. And it was a funny, experience and fun trip to have.
However, the day before she did, I don't know if we want to even say that, took a spill.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. So we rented the bikes the day before. We're testing them out.
Yeah, we're like, let's get a little seat time.
Yeah, Lexi's the one who brings up we need to ride the bikes the night before so I can adjust. We are 2 minutes in, maybe one.
Not even.
Maybe 1 minute in.
Maybe 50 yards.
And we turn, and Lexi has now airmailed and lost yard sailed her bike, and she's scraped up her leg, and we're like, yeah, are we gonna be okay tomorrow? And she's like, I'm done, we're just gonna race. And we hope for the best going into day 2.
It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, honestly, Lexi, you're a trooper for that, and so can't wait till you hear this. But thank your family for taking care of us. Rita and Mike were gracious hosts, and Rita is a phenomenal cook. So we had 5-star service when it came to the Kaderi household.
And we had fun with Grayson and Brecky, too.
Yeah. Shout out to the little cousins who, wanted to hang out with us more than they wanted to hang out with their aunt.
Yeah, we had fun. Brecken was awesome. Grayson was awesome, so it was a good time over there.
A little inner child healing, hanging out with the youngsters. Mm-hmm. And but going forward, so what's on the docket for you? I know you've been eyeing some bikes, and
Yeah. Well, potentially getting one today at 6 o'clock. So that would be a road bike. I've never ridden a road bike either, like ever even ridden a road bike. So there's that. But I know you're training for the Ironman, so we've kind of been riding bikes together and just getting miles in. So I don't know. I think eventually we kind of talked about it, maybe doing a century or something like that.
100-mile road bike.
Yeah. Which I don't know. It doesn't seem like that. Like we casually did 50 pretty easily, or 40
Yeah, it depends
easily,
on like
depends on
the climbing and like the terrain, but like it's not as far as you'd think it is. It's about time in the saddle, right? Really, like the hardest part about this whole training for me on doing Ironman training has been chafing. Like it has been like sitting on the saddle for 10 hours a week is just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so like that, but like a road bike 100-miler would take, if you went,
take half the time we did the 40 in, probably.
Yeah, 20 miles.
No.
Wait, how fast
Take
would
about
you
an
drive?
hour
20
less.
miles an hour?
Yeah.
So 5 hours. If you went 20 miles an
true.
hour,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So like 5 hours, 6 hours in the saddle. I mean, now that'd be a flat race.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. And then we also talked about, so that would be like the road bike racing side, doing the mountain bike white tour of the White Mountains.
Yeah,
Maybe
shout
doing
out
the 35-mile one again. We did that once before. There's a 35 and a 50, but
I've always been
I don't
trying to
think I'm doing
convince
the
him to
50.
do the 50, but yeah,
the 50 is like 7 hours.
just a lot of time in the saddle again. Yeah.
You start at 7 a.m. Most of the 50ers finish when we finish the 35 because they start 2 hours earlier.
And then what kind of mountain bike do you use? And talk to me about like, would you rather be a mountain biker if you could be, but it's just kind of more available to do road biking kind of all the time too in races and stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, mountain bikes I enjoy much more than road biking, but nobody mountain bikes with me. We have like Kyle will do it, but he rides at like 3 in the afternoon or super early morning, like 4 a.m. So it's hard to like schedule, and he just rides right out of his house. So I have to drive to get there. I know another couple people that do a lot of evening rides, but
starting to be a toaster box out there,
But like a lot of people start at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock right at dusk, get to the top, and then they'll use headlights and headlamps to ride down it. So it's a little bit cooler. So I haven't done that, and you don't mountain bike anymore because you drove over your mountain bike. So that doesn't help us. But I think ultimately I enjoy mountain biking way more.
What's your favorite trails? If you gotta give me 3 trails, because I don't think
I have 3 favorites.
You have 2.
Anything in Sedona, super cool. Would just love doing those. They're just awesome trails, like very manicured. But I think the Haas trails are pretty awesome.
Yeah, Twisted Sisters and like those.
I don't
Big
know
Sister,
the
Little
Big Sister,
yeah.
the bigger one. There's one that's farther up from Twisted Sisters, pretty good. But South Mountain's just so easy, and they're nice trails. They're choppy, but I have a Pivot Trail 429, which is a full suspension carbon bike, so it's just super comfortable. Really good suspension. You don't really feel that.
I have a hardtail.
Yeah, so it makes a huge difference. It really does. But I think that like ultimately that would be more of the things I do, but there's not that many mountain bike races either. There's in Arizona, there's basically Tour White Mountain, and then
the whiskey,
and then there's a couple in Tucson, but those are super, super long. Like they do dusk. What is it? It starts at 7 a.m. and you finish at 6 a.m. It's like 24 hours essentially, or something like that. But you just relay them. That's a lot. So,
and then you did do dawn to dusk.
I did do dawn to dusk. I would do that again for sure. I think that might be one of my favorite trails. You cruise up about 8 miles.
The McDowell Mountains trails.
8 mile down. Yeah, it's called. Shoot, I just was talking to somebody about it. It's a pretty popular trail. You did your ultra on it. You crossed over the trail that I did.
Yeah.
So, I love that trail. I would definitely do that again.
Going up into Fountain Hills for that one, and then Yeah. So mountain biking being, more ideal. Like, and that war paint is probably like my favorite on South Mountain of all the trails.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot more variability or like variation to mountain biking. Like it's much you have to actually think. Like it
throws you into its presence immediately, or a flow state that some people call it, because you have to react or else you're gonna crash into a cactus and fall off a cliff. Like this is like a life or death situation. Could be like if you actually are uncoordinated in the mountain bike,
and you're also like there's a goal to it in my mind. Like I love going downhill, but I like the climb. So like you're working and getting your exercise to climb, knowing that what you're doing, you're gonna go downhill.
You get rewarded by going downhill.
You're getting rewarded, and then at that point, it's the flow state. You're kind of like just cruising through it. It's mindless. I enjoy jumping. I mean, it's like there's more adrenaline to it versus road bike. It's like, okay, let's just. To me, I want to hang out with friends and like just cruise and
talk. Yeah, where this is like a social hour on the bike. Yeah,
but there's not like the reward to it for me.
Yeah, me and Tex call it party pace. We just, we just cruise and hang out. We eat snacks. We, talk the whole time, and then 50 miles are done.
Yeah. So, like you said, it's a lot easier to carry a road bike. Like you can take the wheel off, stuff it in a 2-door car if you wanted.
Yeah, and it's easy. And so, the accessibility is awesome.
Mountain bike.
It's a process. You're like, and then you brakes all the time, and you're like, having to get things replaced. It's hard on the body too. It's a little bit, it's an intense.
I don't know about
scenario.
Full suspension.
I was gonna say, the hardtail hurts.
Yeah, but I mean, I do still have that extra one. You can always ride that now that yours is broken. So I think that's kind of my ultimate. But it's so much easier to just ride. Like you can run out your front door, your garage. Cruise, I mean, stuff in the bike, go 50 miles. Like mountain bike, you're going 10 usually, like just on a quick afternoon ride type thing versus 50, 40.
So with road biking, where are we riding? Because like the way our normal route is usually just around Tempe Town Lake and going up the Greenbelt into Scottsdale. That's like a really good route for, Tempe. There's also like the Tempe Canal paths.
Yeah. Those are bumpy unless you're on the actual cement to me. Like if you're on because they don't have suspension, right? So I don't enjoy them unless it's like the actual concrete.
And you have to stop
like,
at streets and kind of, deal with it. Where like at least around Tempe Town Lake, you can just fly around it as fast as your legs are going because you don't have to stop. I think that the stop and go really is annoying to me. Yeah,
I do too. And a lot of it, like the concrete will run out and you'll get into the tarmac or like the pavement and it's really rough. So I'd rather do what we're doing or like.
There's that one path on Pecos.
There's a Pecos trail, but I'm definitely terrified of riding road bikes on roads, like actual roads, main streets. Just scares me. Being
too many people I've seen like get hit or like, one time I was in Sholo and there was like a giant, ambulance and like this whole scene and somebody drove through a race. Like, and it's like, holy crap, these people like are psycho. But yeah, like road biking itself again is more dangerous because people just don't look for you on the roads. And so that's like one of the things. I want to ride my bike to work, but I'm trying to figure out a route. If I go 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, right?
Or more canal. You could
canals all the way back.
Crossover. So yeah, I think they're both for their own places. I mean, like, I don't think you should just mountain bike. I don't think you should just road bike. I think they have their benefits to both of them. So.
And a much more accessible cardio for people than running or, swimming. Because, like, again, you got to get a pool to go to if you're going to swim. It's like another process. Running, like, get a bike. Go for a ride. It's, it's refreshing. It's one of the best feelings to get your cardio high, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a way that's not like it's
better than running.
Way better than running. I was going to say, he doesn't like running. Yeah. I made him do a half marathon before. I mean, you guys probably heard it on the podcast. But Zion half. And so. Maybe I'll convince him to do a short race again, but
I would.
But I think it's more the 100-milers is what I'm going to call you.
Yeah, I just enjoy biking so much more, and it's more enjoyable. You don't have to, probably because I don't have to train. Yes, will I train? I do just because it's fun. But like, if I were to go do a half marathon right now, like that would be brutal. Where if you told me to go ride 100 miles, I'd be like. That would suck, but I can do it. So like, it's a lot easier for me to
wrap my head around,
but also it's hard to find for me to find extra time to do like, because I enjoy working out. I enjoy coming to the gym, doing the classes, like working out and training and stuff. Then to on top of that go like train running is really hard. Whereas like all of the gym exercises does kind of translate somewhat
to your
to
cardiovascular fitness, and your health biking. And your like biking and
yeah. So it's a lot easier for me to not train that much at all for biking and going and doing races and things
because
like that.
Lunging and doing like all of these like HIIT workouts that we do at night are like simulating like pressing a pedal better than running. Yeah.
Running is for me to train running, I have to actually go run,
go for jogs,
find times to go do those runs. And then now like I'm not going to go run when it's 110 out. I mean, why do that?
Yeah, I'd rather, if I'm gonna wake up early, go for a ride a bike. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot cooler to do it that way. So
I have an ice water pack on my back. This is nice. Yeah.
So I think that's why. It's not that I don't like running. It's just there's more effort into it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'd say it's cheaper, way cheaper than biking. But oh well.
Well, I love it, man. Well, thanks for coming on. Any last things you want to say, get us out of here before, we finish up?
No, I appreciate you and forcing me to do all this stuff, working out, spending time. I always enjoy it. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for giving me a place to do it, so that it helps me have my business here and be independent. And a lot of like other gyms wouldn't let me have this kind of like free roam. Like I'm working underneath the system where I like just pay you guys rent. We have the independent thing. It's a really cool scenario where I get to work with my friends and like, get to be a part of this whole thing and help you guys too.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Thanks for coming on, brother. And guys, come to Elevate, come check us out. And we'll catch you guys next week on The Price for Paradise. My name's Woody. This is Austin. And aloha.
Sweet.
Boom.
Boom.
There it is, brother.
Did you see me?
Yeah, you're twitching, dude.
Drink the first time too, because right here it not like didn't twitch me, but I went to drink and then it like hit myself in the face.